the hustle culture is real. And I have to say that for a long period of time, I bought into the hustle culture. Work your face off. Work 20 hours a day. And there are seasons that we will go through as business owners when we have to contend with the fact that, yeah, it's going to be a hard, long stretch. But here exactly is my goal at the end. And here exactly is the reason why, for this limited period of time, I'm willing to work this hard. But it's important to make sure that you are a good steward of your number one most valuable and finite resource, and that is time. The fact that you're working 20 hours a day when you could have offloaded 8 hours of that, delegated, eliminated, outsourced, potentially, that's just laziness. Believe it or not, in most cases, somebody that's working 20 hours a day, 100 hours a week, is lazy. I know it sounds counterintuitive, paradoxical. A lot of times, the more hours you work, the lazier you are. Because what happens during finals in undergrad or dental school? When is your apartment the cleanest? When is the lawn always mowed? It's when you have brain work to do. Because physical activity and hard work is always easier than sitting down to figure out the hard stuff. CEO work is exhausting for me in comparison to clinical work. Clinical work to me is mindless. I get into a zone, even if I'm cutting class 2s. I look up and the day is over. I produce $7,000, $10,000, $12,000. I feel good, but it is rote and it is easy for you guys. The tiny minutia is easy. The hard stuff is to back off and say, all right, I got to figure out this framework, or I have to figure out how I'm going to motivate my team without decreasing morale, or I have to figure out how I'm going to improve my culture or my leadership ability. That's the hard stuff. That doesn't require 20 hours a day. In fact, I'm going to tell you that after 4 or 5 hours, I'm done with the deep work stuff. And I just move on to something else that I enjoy doing, or get in a good workout, or go outside. Busyness, in most cases, is laziness. Of all ridiculous things, the most ridiculous seems to me to be busy. To be a man who is brisk about his food and work. What, I wonder, do these busy folks get done? And it's Soren Kierkegaard. Same thing. Hustling is good to a certain degree, but you have to be a good steward of your most valuable resource.